Hello, welcome to the Daily Squeeze Take 53. What makes you happy? I'm sitting here today because you can see behind me. This makes me so happy and so sad at the same time. So, Buddy and I went out on our walk this morning, and we got followed. We were followed by, I believe it's Dobby. I believe she is Dobby, I should say. Yeah, so we were followed by Dobby, and Bud and Dobby just ran and played and played and ran, and Bud was still listening to me, and unfortunately Dobby just followed us, and we went back to where we found her, and I thought she might be, may have lost her owner because there was a car there. So we walk in the field. I'll paint the picture for you. We walk in the field, and as we walked around, we circled back, and there was a white car that's usually there, and it's an older woman walking a lab. And I got really nervous that it was that lab and something had happened to the older woman. I thought maybe she fell or something. So we walked again, and we didn't see her, but we did, as I was going for lap number 3, actually, we saw her go back to her car, so I just went over and asked, and we saw her dog, so I wasn't sure where Dobby came from, and I was calling Dobby Lab all morning. I was just like, oh, Lab, what do you want to do? And I couldn't leave her in the field. It was getting warm, so she came back to our house, and Bud and her have been playing, and now, oh, look at their cute little bums. Cute little bums, and you can see her face right in here. They have been playing so much this morning, and because I've been outside playing with them, I'm not gonna lie. Give them water. They've both had lots of water. They've both had frozen watermelon, which they loved, and I just haven't really gone into the office yet today. So the live is still about happiness, and you can tell I found mine, but I'm also really worried because I have called council, and they have tried to call the owner, only we can't get in touch with the owner yet. They can't tell me where Dobby lives, but they can pass on my address to the owner and stuff, so I'm just going to be around here today looking at those cute little bums. I'm so excited to have 2 doggies today. And at the same time, poor Ruby is freaking out. She's not so happy as I am. But I have given her cuddles, and I've given her a brush, which relaxes her, and she's chilled out, and she's just staying far away from wherever the lab is going, poor thing. The dogs aren't coming inside at all. Ruby's just staying on the table and up on the counter. But it's making me really wonder about a 3rd fur baby. Hey. What makes you happy? So that's where this is coming from. I've been overjoyed today hanging out with more puppers and animals. I love it. And it really does make my heart sing. It really does make me quite sad that, Dobby is away from her owner, because they must be scared and nervous. If it was me, I couldn't imagine what I would do. I couldn't imagine what Mark would do either. Not gonna think about that. Not gonna think about that. But I am. Yeah, this whole week and thinking about happiness and stuff, and then today when this happened, because I don't like to bring strays home because you don't know how they're gonna act. Like, I didn't know how she'd act with Bud, what she would do if she'd like chew anything outside, because I've never had to worry about that with Buddy. There is an airplane, so a little bit of gratitude for the day. I'm very thankful for this experience. But yeah, so I'm just kind of hanging out, watching the puppers, and being really happy to see Bud get to play with someone and not just sleep all day, even though you can tell they have worn their little backsides out. Very tired little puppers now. You can see the tail still going. So cute. Yeah, animals, the unconditional love and happiness, and you know, I wouldn't have brought Dobby home, or I would have had the council pick her up already if her and Bud weren't getting along, because she's obviously, well, I'm assuming she has to be from around this area because it was quite early in the morning. And yeah, we went out for our WALK around 6. So she's been with us for a little bit. They were full on at first where I was like, ooh. But it's been so fun. So I think Mark will be home around midday today. He has an early day, which we can go and figure out, try and figure out what to do. I'm happy to keep Dobby here until we can get a hold of her owners, because it's got to be kind of a little nicer than the pound, even though I'm sure, or with council, because I'm sure they would love the animals as well. But bittersweet, I guess. But you know, what makes you happy? What really makes your heart sing? Have a think about it. Do you get to do whatever it is on a daily basis, you know? Is it some kind of self-care? Is it some alone time? Is it being around animals? I love the unconditional love that that animals bring. I wasn't a cat fan till I met Mark. If you know me, you know I've renamed Ruby Puppy. So Ruby will come to Puppy or Ruby if I'm calling her. I don't think Mark's ever really called her Puppy, but she's like in this eyesight and they're back there, and I just have a nice little view. It's a gorgeous Friday. I can't complain, but I am worried about Dobby's owners and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll stop saying that now. Yeah, so what makes you happy? Do you have something like this that really, really makes you happy? Is it doing a certain activity before work, your morning routine? Is it something afterwards? Is it like something special on the weekends? If you've been following me for long, you know that my walks with Buddy are very precious, precious time to me. I haven't had him for 2 weeks, and going out again this morning, we were so excited. And Sunday morning walks with Mark, Buddy, and I. Sometimes Saturday if Mark's not working. Like they're my favorite. Hands down my favorite. Something else that I love that brings me complete happiness I've talked about recently is my friend time, my girl time. I don't know what it is about just having a coffee with my girls and just being able to talk. Being able to talk and not being judged, blamed, shamed. Just being loved. It's really a lovely feeling, and I think being up in Cannes since we've moved, I get it in these really little pockets, and it's starting to mean so much more to me, and yeah, I just keep wanting more. Mark is good. He does, like, I love hanging out with Mark. I could hang out with Mark all day, every day. Like, we've even worked together. And it's fine working with him. I don't mind at all. But there's something about girly time to me. And it could be completely different to you, and that's okay. But the girly time to me just means everything. And it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter how long in between the girly time that happens, like life happens, but just picking up with a whole bunch of different friends right where we left off, that it just means the world to me. And to think sometimes that some people don't actually get that. And you really realize it when you're present in the moment and you're really feeling fulfilled and just joyous, having those belly laughs and finding little things that you love, always learning about the person. I have to say, one of my favorite things from being in Mackay is I sat down to watch TV with my friends I was staying with, and just the trashy TV, like the dating shows and stuff. They brought me on to these dating shows, and it was like, oh, I forgot the name of it. It's in my phone. Obviously, I can't. I'm looking for my phone, but I'm literally on it. uh, but yeah, these dating shows were just so wrong and embarrassing and another plane. I'm so grateful that I found out about these shows because it is my little my little yeah I just love it. My little trashy TV. And you know, we picked up some really nice bubbles. We're Verve girls and love a bottle of Verve, and we were, you know, joking around with her partner. We were making the trashy TV classy, but knowing the two of them enjoyed the TV shows as much as me, like, oh, it just, you know, it just made me so happy. And we could do something so simple, which is laugh at, you know, a TV show while drinking our favorite drinks and just having some time together. Like, that little moment is going to be forever in my head. And I love it. It was priceless, but something that I want to keep for forever. You know what I mean? I trust you do. It's pure happiness, pretty much. And then I came home and I was telling Mark about these shows, thinking, oh, you'd never watch them with me. And he turns on the TV, no joke, and he finds the, like the overseas version of it. And he puts it on because it was actually on. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I've watched it before, like really late at night when I couldn't sleep. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we can figure out the apps and stuff on the TV so we can watch what you were watching with our friends. And I was just like, yay! Little things like that, I think, are the best things in the world. Little moments where you can see little bums, little furry bums. I love it. And I think people want to find happiness that lasts, you know, forever and ever and ever, like this never-ending happiness. And I don't really think it's truly out there. We all have our ups and downs, and excuse me, and it's how we take them on board. Like, you know, I could have watched the TV shows with them and just had a few drinks all afternoon. We pretty much did, till the footy came on, of course, but that's okay. Or yeah, some sport. But you know, it's those moments that make it so worth it, where I think there's so much choice in the world that we forget to really, really focus on these beautiful moments with friends and family, with fur babies, with kids. And we think that happiness is something that's just going to come to us or always show up in the things that we like to do. But really, we have to be present for them, and we really have to be thinking about how much we're enjoying the moment when we're in it, as well as just embracing being in it. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so that's me today. It's Friday. I hope you all have a fabulous Friday. I am going to have so much fun. I've yet to shower or anything, because when these two wake up from their little nappy poo, I'm going right back outside and just getting loved up by the doggies today. I love it. So, a little bit of Friday happiness for me. I hope you find some happiness today. Again, it might not be every moment of the day, but just enjoy it. Enjoy the good ones while they're there. And, you know, we still have work to do, and we still have other stuff that needs to be done, but might as well just make the most of it. Life is this revolving door of chores, pretty much. Laundry, cleaning, sleep, eating, all that kind of stuff, where the little moments in between all that stuff is just fantastic. So I hope you find your happiness. I hope you do something that makes you happy. Really plan it in for the weekend, and give yourself that time to enjoy it, so that, yeah, you can be smiling as much as me right now. If you have any questions or comments about the whole happiness Content. I've been doing a bit of research the last 2 days as well after getting home and just thinking about my whole couple weeks in Mackay and travel and everything. So next week I think it's going to be the same thing, or maybe just about family and friends a little bit more. So I'm still going into all that stuff, but I can't wait to talk to you guys on Monday, and I'm hoping to make some stuff in the kitchen this week, but because I've just got home, Mark has some stuff planned as well. So I'll see how I go, but I will pop on for the kitchen dance when I am in the kitchen. So I will see you guys soon, and have a fabulous Friday, and make sure to spend some time being happy, doing the things that make you happy, the things and the stuff. Bye.